you can use ChatGPT as a plugin personalized to you to figure out what your vocals need. One of my subscribers put me on to the idea because they had ChatGPT break down their vocal type and give them suggestions on how to improve. So me being me, I was like, yo, let me see if I can get it to create a system to analyze vocals and help you mix them. And we just did that. Got to analyze. So this one thing right here is definitely going to help a lot of people. Like this right here, I kind of disregard this right here. Like I really don't pay attention to that. I really just want to go here. So it's let me know everything as far as the basic information that we need to know. So we're sitting at the RMS is at a moderate level. It's not squashed. The peak level, good healthy transients, dynamic range. This is excellent. Your vocals retain natural dynamics, no overcompression at recording. That is a good thing. Then it goes to the frequency profile. From the spectrum, strong, natural, low, mids, 150 to 300. The vocal has good body and warmth. Clear presence. The vocal should cut through a mix. Then, smooth top end, not overly airy or sizzly. Good for adding air without harshness. So, I have a workable vocal. I can shape this vocal however I choose, right? So, this is one thing to stop overthinking it, because now, before you spend all the time trying to mix and then having to go get feedback, we kind of get certain feedback before we even get to the point, you know? Then it's saying the vocal type, full-bodied and clean raw recording, good natural dynamics, balanced brightness without excessive sibilance, and well-captured low mids equals feels rich, not thin. So now we go back to the vocal and I will play.
Get you crying, I lean your feeling. You want your feeling to be heard while you screaming.
And it says mixing plan, clean but full. First up, EQ. All right, we don't have to follow this step by step, right? This is giving us an idea. It's not a guideline to give us the perfect mix, but this just gives us like a reference sheet that we can go back to. So if we do something and it don't sound good, we can come back and check and make it like, okay, maybe this is kind of like what's going on. Listen, this would be perfect for beginners, or if you don't have people that's on a higher level of mixing than you to get actual genuine feedback from, right? This is another option, so you don't have to feel like you're doing it alone. So it says high pass filter at 80 to 100 hertz, right? So we can pretty much do whatever we want. It could be 80, it could be 81, 82, 83, it could be 93, 94.5. It could be whatever we want, right? It's just saying we need to remove rumble without thinning the body of the vocal, okay? Since everything is going to this group right here, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna do Pro Q, and then pull out this right here, and then because with the song it's basically like this right here, so it says what, roll off 80 to 100. So we can roll off anything between 80 to 100.
Okay, they get you crying, I lean your feeling. You want your feeling to be.
Because if I go to 200, it thins the vocal, all right? You gotta understand that. Like, there's just basic things that we have to understand. Then, as far as the curve, we can do the curve however we want. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can make that curve, like we could slope it down. We could, you know what I'm saying? Like, we could do whatever we want with the curve. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can make the curve do whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we just need to roll off some of this low. We don't have to do too much.
Okay, they get you crying, I lean your feeling. You want your feeling to be heard while you screaming. I ain't really trying to hear this shit. I ain't the one for the argument. Stop going through my phone, bitch. If you ain't gonna leave me alone, bitch. Let me mix your tears with lean. I love it when you cry for me. I'ma mix your tears with lean.
Something simple, nothing too much, it's just there, like just to clean that up. Then it goes to subtle dip 200 to 300 hertz, only if competing with bass. My thing is, I don't have the track outs, right? We don't have the track outs, so we really can't do like feathering, ducking. We can't really do that how we would need to do that, me personally. But it won't hurt to go back and just do something between the 200 and 300 range. So we literally can just go here and just do a little dip.
Okay, they get you crying, I lean your feeling. You want your feeling to be heard while you screaming. I ain't really trying to hear argument. Stop going through my phone, bitch, if you ain't gon' leave me alone, bitch. Let me mix your tears with lean. I love it when you cry for me. I'ma mix your tears with lean. I love it when you cry for me. Man, I love drinking your tears. I love when you cry for me. I love drinking your tears. I love when you cry for me.
So what I did with the Pro Q right here, I'm adding like the compression. So anytime that frequency goes up higher, it's just knocking it down, just keeping it contained, right? So it's only going to be active when it needs to be active. So then we go back. Then we're looking at like a plus 1 or 2 dBs at the 4K for clarity. Okay, we could do that. And then it gives us an optional dB boost at the 12K for gentle air. That's optional. It's not mandatory. None of this is mandatory, but we can go and follow this if we want. What it was, 2K? So we can go 2K and boost that up. We ain't do a whole dB yet. So just keep going on until we get to a dB. We're at a dB. All right. So you just go over here, just find it.
Okay, they get you crying. I lean your feeling. You want your feeling to be heard while you screaming.
And it said at the 12K, we can find 12K range and do something here. If we want to boost that, we can boost that. Right? We can boost it.
Okay, they get you crying. I lean your feeling. You want your feeling to be heard while you screaming. I ain't really trying to hear this shit. I ain't the one for the argument. Stop going through my phone, bitch, if you ain't gon' leave me alone, bitch. Let me mix your tears with lean. I love it when you cry for me. I'ma mix your tears with lean. I love it when you cry for me. Man, I love drinking your tears. I love when you cry for me. I love drinking your tears. I love when you cry for me. I can see the pain in your eyes.
So just simple movements on the EQ, nothing too crazy. Then when it goes to the compression section, it's just simple. It's giving us a goal. The goal for compression is to tame the peaks, retain dynamics. Simple. Okay? Simple. It gives us ratios. We could do a 2-to-1 or a 3-to-1. Keep it gentle so we're not over compressing the vocal. Okay? And then it's kind of like, I like how ChatGPT is giving it like some explanation with it. So now you don't have to guess like, why am I doing this for? What am I doing this for? What difference does this make? So now you understand what is going on, right? So let's pull up a compressor. So the compressor, so the ratio, we could do a 3-to-1. It said anyway like a 2-to-1, 3-to-1, whatever we want to do, right? So we could just do like this.
Okay, they get you crying. I lean your feeling. You want your feeling to be heard while you screaming. I ain't really trying to hear this shit. I ain't the one for the argument. Stop going through my phone, bitch, if you ain't gon' leave me alone, bitch. Let me mix your tears with lean. I love it when you cry for me. I'ma mix your tears with lean. I love it when you cry for me. Man, I love drinking your tears. I love when you cry for me. I love drinking your tears. I love when you cry for me. I can see the pain in your eyes. Shit really turn me on. I can tell that you really love me. Okay, they get you crying. I lean your feeling. You want your feeling to be heard while you screaming. I ain't really trying to hear this shit. I ain't the one for the argument. Stop going through my phone, bitch, if you ain't gon' leave me alone, bitch. Let me mix your tears with lean. I love it when you cry for me. I'ma mix your tears with lean.
And then it didn't tell me nothing about touching the threshold. That's just me personally. I just like to mess with the threshold to where I hear where it sounds good, because we're not over compressing. Like, we're not trying to squeeze the life out of the compressor, right? Then we go back, okay? Then it's like aim for 2 to 4 dBs of gain reduction. Let's double check that because
okay, they get you crying. I lean your feeling. You want your feeling to be heard while you screaming. I ain't really trying to hear this shit. I ain't the one for the argument. Stop going through my phone, bitch, if you ain't gon' leave me alone, bitch. Let me mix your tears with lean. I love it when you cry for me. I'ma mix your tears with lean. I love it when you cry for me.
So it's like we can kind of do that to where it sounds good, to where we get the feeling that we want. Then it's telling us De-ess, a light touch at 5 to 7K. Okay, don't overdo it if you don't have harsh S's. Okay, people, 5 to 7K. So we can find us a de-esser. And then, for some reason, Fab Filter just got all the plugins right here that I could just literally just go find real quick. So what did it say do? It said 5 to 7. Let's double check. 5 to 7K. So let's go back and do.
Okay, look at you crying. I lean your feeling. You want your feeling to be heard, that's why you screaming. I ain't just trying to hear this shit. I ain't the one for the argument. Stop going through my phone, bitch. If you ain't gonna leave me alone, bitch. Let me mix your tears with lean.
The crazy part is I visually see it hitting when the S's are there. So we know that it's actually working. So ChatGPT understands what's going on with the vocal. That's crazy.
Okay, look at you crying. I lean your feeling. You want your feeling to be heard, that's why you screaming. I ain't just trying to hear this shit. I ain't the one for the argument. Stop going through my phone, bitch. If you ain't gonna leave me alone, bitch. Let me mix your tears with lean. I love it when you cry for me. I'ma mix your tears with lean. I love it when you cry for me. Man, I love drinking your tears. I love when you cry for me.
So when it, like, you gotta make sure you mess around with the threshold to where you like it though.
Okay, look at you crying. I lean your feeling. You want your feeling to
Like we hear it, right?
okay, look at you crying. I lean your feeling. You want your feeling to be heard, that's why you screaming. I ain't just trying to hear this shit. I ain't the one for the argument.
And it's not really hitting the S's too hard, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just simple, right? Then it says saturation. It's optional. So we can do saturation, we cannot do saturation. It's completely up to us, right? So it's like the purpose of the saturation, right? I'm glad they put purpose here. Purpose, glue, not color, okay? So we could do the Fab Filter Saturn on soft mode or stock tape, the Waves J7, whatever. So let me see if I got the Fab Filter Saturn. I'm not sure. Let's see.
Okay, look at you crying. I lean your feeling. You want your feeling to be heard, that's why you screaming. I ain't just trying to hear this shit. I ain't the one for the argument. Stop going through my phone, bitch.
So we just did that. Then it says reverb / delay. Small room or short plate verb with a 5.5 second decay or to keep tight space. And then we got, like, it's suggesting a short slapback delay if mixed slow, if desired width, whatever. So I'm not gonna do that, but what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna put, I can't remember what it was that I had on, so we're just gonna do it like this. So I'm gonna do it like this. Let's go over here, turn these on. So let's play out.
Okay, look at you crying. I lean your feeling. You want your feeling to be heard, that's why you screaming. I ain't just trying to hear this shit. I ain't the one for the argument. Stop going through my phone, bitch. If you ain't gonna leave me alone, bitch. Let me mix your tears with lean. I love it when you cry for me. I'ma mix your tears with lean. I love it when you cry for me. Man, I love drinking your tears. I love when you cry for me. I love drinking your tears. I love when you cry for me. I can see the pain.
Don't sound bad. And that's just something just off 4 plugins, a reverb, and a delay. Nothing crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, people are gonna say something about the auto-tune, whatever. I recorded this song for a YouTube video. It is what it is, right? But then it gives us, like, final thoughts. It says, your raw vocal is in great shape. Focus on subtle processing. Avoid aggressive EQ or compression. Body and dynamics are already solid. All right? Reference against a clean vocal mix in your genre to level match. So we can find whatever reference song that I want to choose. Me personally, I think my vocals should probably not be compared to a Drake's, right? I'm not going for that space. It's like if I'm referencing my songs, like if I'm actually making music, I'm going to reference my songs to Don Toliver. I'm going to reference my songs to Travis Scott, Future, Thug, like people like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, that's kind of like the world I'm in, as far as like sonically in a sense, right? Especially if I'm using auto-tune. If not, I'll be over there in the other world. So, and then you see what it's talking about, like if he give you options, so it's like suggest plugins, like FabFilter Waves UAD or your stock plugins in your DAW. It could build a template for us, or it could like plot dynamics over time. So it's like we have so many different options. I know you're probably thinking like, but it's not a plugin. In a sense, it's kind of like a plugin without it being a plugin. That's why I said plugin. You know what I'm saying?